What can I say about this one? What can I say about it? Everybody know what the fuck I'm on about. I'm on about Rolf Harris. You've probably seen it on the news. Rolf Harris has passed away, aged 92. Okay? He's aged 92. So, not me. Nobody on this fit effort and all this, right? And no, I'm not going to do a minute fucking silence to someone who messes with fucking kids and sexually abuses women. Okay, he's never sexually abused women, but we all know he's sexually abused kids. One of them being his own fucking daughter. So no, I'm on a silence on this fucking sick fucker. Now, I do know, when I've checked it on the news, that he's been dead for a couple of months. They've only now just let it out, the bastard, that Rolf Harris is no longer with us. He's passed away. May he rot in hell. Hell, hell, hell. May he rot in fucking hell for what he's done. But you can't take this away from the man, right? You can't take it away from the man. If I get love letters and say, you fucking offended a fucking paedophile, listen to the full fucking sentence before you say that. Listen to the full sentence, as I was missing my fucking speech before I say it, before you say that, as I say. Wolf Alice was a talented man. You can't take that away from the man. He was good at art. He was good with his singing talents. As we all know, he was Australian. He come into this country for a number of years and years ago. He come to our country, being the wonderful UK, and he's talented. Can't take that away from the man. He's very, very talented. But because of his talents and his fame, he abused that to sexually abuse kids. That's right. Wolf Harris used his fame and his talent and his fame line to abuse kids. And not only that. And a lot of souls were women presenters. These are women who are famous. Wanted to speak to Wolf Harris. They were doing the job. They was presenting, like they could be presenting me, they could be presenting anyone of fame. And he took advantage of his fame line and he touched them up. He sexually touched them up. There's a word for that. There's a word for it. Well, it's called? It's called sexual harassment. It's called molesting. So not only does this pervert touched up kids, he also touched up women. And because of his fame line, he got away with it. Got away with it for this. For fucking this. And what knocks me sick is he was messing with kids. Some kids aged fucking 8. I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to. We all know the Mustang of Wolf Irish, so you know I'm not making this shit up. I'm not talking at me ass to sock and offend. He was fucking sexy, molesting kids, AIDS, fucking 8. And I just feel like throwing up. I feel like throwing up a big dollop of vomit. I really do. And what knocks me sick the most is ITV, the BBC, surprise, surprise, knew about this. They knew it for this. He was trusting fucking women up. He was trusting presenters up. Now, why would a presenter, a woman that gets a big dollop of doss, who is famous in her own right, make shit up for what? For what? But she's famous and she's made a big dollop of money. Why would she make that shit up? Why? So he was trusting them up. He was getting away with it for fucking years, and the ITV and BBC knew about it. And they said, fuck all, because, it's Wolf Harris, And the thing is, right, I remember when I was a kid, I grew up watching Rolf Harris. You know what I mean? He was like my fucking hero, believe it or not. This before all this shit come out. He's like, I thought this guy was a nice guy. He did lots for kids, and he did. Fairness, he did. He had Wolf Cartoon Club. And I used to watch the Wolf Cartoon Club in Leicester. When I was a fucking young lad, I used to watch that show, Wolf Cartoon Club. You could join the day. Yay, Wolf Cartoon. I even know the fucking lyrics still. And I used to copy all his art. I used to watch him draw. I used to copy him drawing. And he was fucking dead. I mean, he used to have a date singing tight, Two Little Boys. I couldn't sing that song now. It makes me sick in thinking about it. My Peg Leg and Down to Down Sport and all that. I remember I used to sing to them. And I could not, in my head, I did not want to believe that this fucking man, this thing, would mess with kids. I thought, no, not Rolf Harris. They've got it wrong, Rolf Harris. I know him, he's a nice guy. He does a lot for kids. He's date with art. He's talented. He drew a picture of the fucking Queen. to a picture of the Queen on her 80th birthday. No, not Rolf Harris. A lump of old, when I heard the Stangles, I heard surprise, surprise, BBC, I've offended another fucking paedophile just like Jimmy fucking Saffel. The more I heard, the more my stomach fucking turned. The more my stomach, no, I'm not naked again, so I think repeating that. The more my stomach fucking turned. I wanted to throw up fucking Dado. I was physically, emotionally fucking sick to my fucking stomach. And this is the fucking, you only got to hear about it. He was messing with his daughter's mate, who was roughly about the same age as his fucking daughter. And for this, and I mean this, he was fucking sexually molesting his own daughters. And I feel like throwing up. I really feel like vomiting my fucking guts up. And this Rolf Harris, who was famous, was basically just like Jimmy Saffel. He was like Jimmy fucking Fix It Saffel, another disgusting porn life pervert fucking paedophile. And the fact that TV knew this, ITV, the BBC knew what he was doing, and they said, and they did, diggity fucking D. Same on UITV, same on the BBC. This is why I refuse to have a license. I never have a license. And one day I'll never have a license. I'd burn my fucking license because the BBC offended a guy who messed with kids. So why should I have a silence for this time? Why should I so respect? Yeah. He was a tiny man. Can't take. I just said it. Rewind back. You cannot take the way that he had a tyrant, and he did have a tyrant. He was good at art. He written his own song lyrics. He was musically talented, but his tyrant, he used that to abuse kids. Just like Jimmy Saffel abused his good work, doing a lot of charity work to help kids, to help obstacles, just so he can fucking molest fucking kids. And it's time that we've got to look and think, just because someone's famous doesn't mean he can get away with it. And he hasn't. He's got his preserves. You know what I mean? He's lost his fame line. He's lost his respect. People fucking hated the fucking guy. He served his time, which if I was my mate, he would have done fucking life. He only got off lucky because at the time he was 80 odd. They didn't want him to die in prison. Human rights probably stuck the fucking oar in. You know what I mean? He lived to be 92. I doubt anyone would be that lucky to live that fucking age. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't. I'm saying that I do live a healthy lifestyle, but you know what I mean? It just sickens me that I used to watch this guy as a kid. I used to look up to him as a fucking kid just to find I was fucking respecting a fucking paedophile. Just like Jimmy Saffel. I used to watch the Timmy Fix It show. And I used to think, oh, I love to have one of them old badges myself. Timmy Saffel did me one of them badges. You know what I mean? I even had a book back in the day, in 1982, what Jimmy Saffel did. He did a book advising kids not to be careful and so in the dangers. I even had one of them. And now I just feel physically sick knowing I was fucking looking up to a fucking child abusing scumbag. All I can say to Rolf Harris, if there's an heaven, there's a hell out there. I'm not going to go into fucking religion now. I hope you burn and rot in fucking hell. Because when you come out of prison, not once did he apologise to his victims. He never apologised. He never said sorry to any of his victims who he abused. Didn't do a fuck. Didn't do shit. Just like fucking Tiny Titter. Someone else who was famous, the TV stuck up for, abused kids. Even some cunties fucking banned him, and he never even went to them fucking cunties just because they knew what he was doing in fucking foreign cunties, and he's still fucking doing it. And it's like, you know, got caught on the fucking dark web, but I've been through Charlie Taylor. Charlie Taylor can just go and fucking rot. He's in prison and he can fucking rot. That is out again. Fucking joke. But there you go, that's Rolf Harris. He died. Not gonna have a silence. Bob Diva didn't know what he did, that I thought looked up to him, but it does not me say I looked up to this guy. Didn't want to believe it. I was in denial. And all the time he was messing with kids. Excuse me by fault, there you go. See you later.